Jeff Cannon, The Leadership Lessons of the U.S. Navy SEALs. Embark on a journey to learn powerful leadership lessons inspired by the U.S. Navy SEALs in the book, The Leadership Lessons of the U.S. Navy SEALs by Jeff Cannon. Uncover how Deming's total quality control methodology and systems mentality can radically improve your organization's performance. Discover the significance of understanding people and the importance of creating a purpose for your business. Finally, learn how to evaluate and analyze data to make strategic decisions, embrace change, and become an effective leader.
The Japanese Secret to Success. W. Edwards Deming was summoned to Japan after World War II by General Douglas MacArthur to teach Japanese manufacturers about American techniques. Deming introduced the concept of total quality control, TQC, which stressed the importance of recognizing that everyone, manufacturers, customers, suppliers, forms part of a large system. The Japanese perfected Deming's ideas and established long-term relationships with customers, with good managers making good products. Improving products and processes is the best way to decrease costs and increase market share following the chain reaction principle. Japan's commitment to quality, cooperation, and trust ensured everyone wins when companies view themselves as a system. Good leaders succeed through profound knowledge. Businesses are drawn to fads such as empowering teams, but these cannot function without a strong system and good leadership. Great leaders possess skills in systems mentality, knowledge about people, understanding variability, and PDSA orientation. Managers need to focus on their organizational system to improve performance and become profound knowledge exemplars. Their knowledge of their direct reports must stem from sensitivity and understanding rather than from a paternalistic stance. They must study variables that can influence productivity by distinguishing between common cause variations and special cause variations. Managers must use reliable data to facilitate improvements. A PDSA orientation teaches the importance of learning, knowledge, information, and data through 4 steps: planning, doing, studying, and taking action. Management should strive to be experimenters, not petty dictators. By combining human behavior, systems, learning, and variability, managers can achieve a profound knowledge to become effective leaders and ultimately better the organization's performance. Deming's lessons on effective management. A manager should be a systems person, take into account the interdependencies of subsystems, methods, and steps. The book presents the SIPC model, suppliers, input, processes, output, customers, as a useful tool to improve business systems. The suppliers provide input, the processes create output, and the output is delivered to the customers. Understanding and optimizing this interplay allows for effective management and increased business success. Achieving synchronization. Have you ever experienced being in sync with your team? That state where everything feels like poetry in motion is called Gemba. Gemba exists not only in business processes but also in music, dance, and sports. The key to creating Gemba is by reducing anxiety and boredom among your team and keeping your purpose clear and precise. To achieve it, one must design the workflow, identify primary players, gather resources, standardize best practices, eliminate waste, and develop feedback mechanisms. To track Gemba, one can use flowcharts like the Planning Evaluation Review Technique, PERT, chart, the Opportunity Flowchart, or the Deployment Flowchart. Astute managers understand that over 95% of an organization's problems come from its systems and processes, not individual workers. Achieving Gemba requires creating a system with precisely designed process, materials, equipment, training, and staffing levels. By following these 6 steps, managers can promote Gemba, leading to a synchronized team and successful outcomes. Purpose-driven business. Many businesses lack a clear purpose and result in stumbling about aimlessly. The idea of becoming lean and mean often results in downsizing and becoming emaciated and vicious. The solution lies in systems thinking, to avoid simplistic solutions to complex problems. Great management begins with a clear purpose, by answering questions such as, what is your business? What is it not? Where is it going over the long term? What are your important short-term priorities? What are your basic values and beliefs? A purpose-driven company requires everyone to know and understand the company's purpose. Achieving breakthrough improvement for your organization. Peter Drucker's famous quote, "Effectiveness is doing the right thing. Efficiency is doing things right," sets the standard for organizational success. Follow these 7 practical steps to achieve a breakthrough improvement in your organization. Recognize the big picture, analyze your capabilities and systems, define your ideal future, and create a plan with priorities. Evaluate what works and become an effective researcher. Find supportive, influential people who are receptive to change and work with them to make improvements. Remember that change is difficult, so don't waste your time convincing those who resist it. Data-driven goal setting. To achieve your goals, you need to measure your progress utilizing various data forms. The 4 data forms which can help are opinion, observable, results, and process data. To gather these data, follow 8 crucial steps that include defining your goals to identifying measurements, fitting them into the bigger picture, creating operational definitions, and developing the data. To measure business success, measuring these data forms will enable you to maintain a competent workforce by determining the rate of job turnover and what it indicates about employee attitudes. The power of asking how questions. Decades ago, top-down management structures asked who questions, leading to blaming and negative outcomes. The solution is to replace these questions with how questions, such as, how can the organization improve operations? Deeply probing why questions reveals the root cause of problems, and wonderful leaders clearly communicate priorities to their teams. For instance, a company with an oil puddle problem can resolve it by changing purchasing policies to prioritize quality over cost. The poisonous carrot and stick approach. Psychologist B.F. Skinner's behaviorism approach of carrot or stick in learning may work for animals but not for employees. In business, this attitude poisons organizations, resulting in low morale, substandard performance, cynicism, and high turnover. To break this vicious cycle, instead of performance appraisals, leaders must show genuine interest, learn about their employees' goals and help them achieve it. The focus should shift from employees to fixing the system. Leaders must avoid simplistic answers to complex issues. A change in approach is critical for the growth and success of an organization. The secret of great leadership. Great leadership is about accommodating the needs of those who need to be led. Effective leaders are purposeful, focused, knowledgeable about their business, and respectful of their people. On the other hand, dismal leaders, meaning those who have a bad day, lack these qualities. The word dismal derives from Latin, and it describes leaders who are not fulfilling their roles. Therefore, the key to being a great leader is to prioritize the needs of your team and lead them with purpose and respect.
In conclusion, the leadership lessons of the U.S. Navy SEALs teaches us the importance of adopting Deming's total quality control, adopting a systems mentality, understanding people, and creating a clear purpose for your business. Effective leaders should actively evaluate and analyze data, lead profound change, and focus on systems rather than individuals. Developing these competencies will not only help you excel in your organization, but also lay the foundation for creating sustained success and a strong, motivated workforce that contributes positively to the business's mission and vision.